It's all from the cold out of the beer next to dog. Here they say your mom is up for dead when the girls and all never got
Yo, guys, welcome to SmallmouthCrush Live with your co-host, Epic Eric, and myself. What's going on?
Man, you back in, look at that. It's like Candyland behind you, bro. What's going on with that Ferris wheel?
That's the boardwalk, buddy.
Yeah? Have you been on it? Did you take the SmallmouthCrush out there?
I've never been on that Ferris wheel in my life.
Are you taking SmallmouthCrush on a Ferris wheel ride or what?
The last time I was on a Ferris wheel was in Bay Beach in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Yeah?
And it got stuck.
Uh-oh.
For like 20 minutes.
What?
Yeah, some guy up there with a blowhorn. Don't panic. We will figure this out.
Did that scar you?
Nah, I ain't scarred.
All right. Well, are you scarred now to go back on it, man, and like confront the beast? Take SmallmouthCrush on that thing, man, and do a video.
I am not scared.
Well,
what's up, AI?
How many people want to see Travis go on that Ferris wheel with SmallmouthCrush and see it on his story this week?
I think that'd be some great content. And Travis, I'd have to say you're being awful defensive for someone that's not scared about the Ferris wheel.
It's staring at you, bro. It's beckoning you. Why is it in the frame? It's on your mind. It's right on top of your head. I could crush your head right now with that thing.
I did take a swim in the ocean today.
Is that an eventful thing that want to expand on
hi?
that? Yeah, SmallmouthCrush.
No, this is another creature.
Oh, who's that creature?
Come on. Come on.
Another
there
little
she is.
Oh, this is your little one.
No. This is a different one, buddy.
I can't. You have no light, bro.
Oh,
I can't tell I can't tell whose child it is.
Let's see. I don't even know whose child this is. Here we go.
Your face is not visible.
Boom.
There we go.
There you go. Say hi. Do you see yourself in there?
Hi.
Are you shy? Can you wave?
Hi.
Can you wave?
Hi. We got little fishies eat this house.
All right. Say goodbye.
Bye.
There you
go. There you go.
There we go. All right. Run along, youngster. Run along. Okay. Yeah. There's a lot of that activity going on here. But
I got you. How many families are staying there, bro?
Man, way too many.
How many people in that house?
There's a lot. You could
20?
No, not that many.
Oh, okay.
I lost count at probably
5.
13.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a lot.
It is. Lucky 13. All right, good. No weird movements in the house. It's everything kosher in the house, in your opinion?
Everything's great.
All right, good. We don't want anything weird happening.
That's right. Yeah, like last year when I stayed on Wesley Island.
We remember, bro.
Oh, yeah.
What's up? Who's in the house tonight, man? We got Jeff Gasfall, South Jersey Fisherman, Thomas Michael Sebo, Sean Live, of course, Juice Newton, M. Jones, man. Everybody's here. Come on. Let's see who was early. Nate Coy, Darius King, the O2 man, Adagram. What's up? South Jersey Cuda.
Had a good
Jeff
crew.
Riddle.
Good crew.
Yeah, it's a good crew, man. Rogue Trader Darius. I think I already said that. Yep.
M. Jones, Alabama.
E-Stack, of course. He was first on. Asking, will there actually be a show tonight? What happened last week, bro?
So I guess I had bad internet connection of some sorts. or I just really didn't feel like hitting the live button. I don't know. You guys decide. I'm sorry I let you down. It was a little sketchy where I was, and I wanted to put on a good show. And so we decided to postpone that. Give you guys the night off.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Good to have some PTO.
Nice, man. Yeah, paid time. No,
PTO
is
UPTO.
paid. Yeah, it is. It's a UPTO. Not
hey, real quick, because I don't
with the UFO. PTO is paid time off. We got the UTO.
Hey, real quick, I want to bring on our one of our regulars here to the show, just because you never know what time he's going to have to go to bed.
We know what time he's going to have to go to bed. It's like anywhere between 9:30 and 10.
Right?
Somehow
he just pushed his way as like almost like a co-host every other week. He'll message me. He'll be like, "Yo, you want me on tonight?" Sometimes I ignore him. Sometimes I feel bad for him. He doesn't have, he needs to be entertained. So I figured tonight's the night. Let's bring JP on.
We feel bad for you. I don't.
First of all, nobody feel bad for me. Second of all, Alex, I don't know if it's the positioning of the camera or if you've been going to the gym, dude. You look like you're about to explode.
Yeah.
I've been trying to eat well, lift the heavy circles, and do my best to stay healthy. I've been trying.
Good job, man. And JP, you're slimmer than ever, bro.
No, not really.
No,
falling off the wagon, man. I got to.
What happened?
Hey, I'm gonna see if I can get a little bit of light back in here, real quick. Okay?
Yeah, because you're like ghosted us. Almost like you're not even there. What's up?
I'm blending into the background. Hold on, let me see if I can find light.
Okay.
Yeah, he's blending right into the darkness, Eric.
There you go. That'll be better, I think. Anyway, JP, so what's up, man? You got a big tournament coming up. Talk to us about your derby.
Yeah, so I'm leaving Wednesday, sometime Wednesday after to head out to Western New York, all the way out past Buffalo to Lake Chautauqua. Going to be the fourth stop of the ABAs. I probably would not even bother going to fish this tournament if I wasn't in the position I'm in for the Angler of the Year, which I'd like to. I think I'm second or third right now. So
let's go, JP, man. What is the lake name again? You cut out.
Lake Chautauqua, it's called. It's out
Chautauqua.
Believe it or not, this late in the season, a lot of guys are bowing out. From what I heard, there's only like 10 or 11 boats signed up for this tournament right now, which could be a blessing in disguise.
What? 10 or 11?
If there's only 11 boats and I last place, 11th place points, I really won't drop. You know what I mean?
Where does this get you to?
I'd really just want to get the Angler of the Year because the Ray Scott Championship is in Shreveport, Louisiana on the Red River. So I'm probably not even interested in going to that next spring.
Shreveport, Louisiana.
That would be
okay.
Tough.
Yeah. Whew. Red clay.
I'd like
River Ratton special.
I would really just like to win the Angler of the Year. It means you're real consistent. You don't get in many positions to do that. An Angler of the Year would mean a lot to me, and then I could probably focus on fishing something else. You know what I mean?
Brett Carnwright's going to win Angler of the Year.
Who's that?
Brett Carnwright's going to win Angler of the Year.
I mean,
how many points out are you, bro?
If it's not me, it's him. He's 1 point ahead of me, and
Travis. He's Jody 1 point ahead of. He's 1 point ahead of your boy JP.
Yeah, but he's probably got 80 hours of graphing already on that lake.
No, he's never been there.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a heads up, straight up match, man. Let's go, JP.
Ever since we hung out with him that one night, I've been keeping in pretty good touch with him. Brett Carnwright is a pretty solid dude. He has gone on absolute tear. He's won 4 tournaments in a row.
Unbelievable.
And took like a 5th place at the Toyota Series, 4th or 5th place. And I would have to say he's one of the best ever local anglers up there. I mean, he's young, he's motivated, he puts more time in than anyone I know when it comes to competitive tournament fishing at the regional level, and he is really good. So there you go. Hats off to you.
Brendan Andrews says that that lake is the best musky lake in New York.
I heard about that.
Yeah, I've been watching lot of videos about the lake, and there's this guy that goes like underwater scuba diving and videotapes the fish. And I got to tell you, they got everything but bass. Pools of walleye, big muskies swimming around, bluegills everywhere, and every once in a blue moon you see a bass swim by.
There's a big walleye event for I think it was head-to-head fishing. They had a tournament there last year. And so, yeah, it's an interesting lake. Unfortunately, so that's this coming Saturday.
I know. It's really hard for me because Travis called me.
I just signed up today for the Cash and Rods event up on Lake Ontario.
So did you find someone to fish with?
So I'm going to try to get a hold of Will and see if he wants to. If he doesn't, I'm going to have to fish alone.
All right, so listen, here's the deal.
Because I can't have strangers in my boat. You know what I mean?
If Will doesn't pull through, which I think he will, I got a good feeling
I haven't called him yet.
He's going to answer and he's going to go.
He hasn't answered a phone call in 3 months, so we'll see.
I'm going to stay optimistic.
What?
He's going to answer that.
I haven't heard from him in 3 months. So
you guys are going to go out there and tear. But here's the deal, Travis. Let's say I go out there Thursday, Friday. I got no bites going. I might just put it on the trailer and head to Henderson.
Okay. Well, it's not a big money payday event, but
okay, 7,500 if they get 50 boats.
Yeah, it gets you out of Jersey
Cashin'?
early.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Let's be honest, everybody. I mean, Travis is going, I don't care if it pays $500. I get to leave the Jersey Shore early. I got to practice. It's important for the brand.
No, I won't practice. I'm just gonna
show up.
I leave here Friday afternoon. Then I'll have to go home, unpack, repack. So I'll be somewhere up there by 3 a.m. hopefully.
And then just go fishing.
Yeah, we got some ideas, buddy.
I know you do. I feel like you can show up and do good.
You're welcome to come up.
I got a derby on Saturday, man, down on the Chowan River. So
Chowan River.
Yeah, we knocked on the door. We knocked on the door for the W. Me and Scooter did, man. Yeah. One big bite away, man, from doing amazing. So anyway, yeah, looking forward to it. That's his own water. So
Boot answers the call, and you guys put the Gadjo Shearer Spads to work. Right, win that tournament, hold up that big check again, just like you guys did up there when you won the Thayer's tournament a couple years ago. It's time to get the real team back together and kick some ass up there.
Yeah, you guys have done good up there, man. Text him right now.
Well, I'm live right now, but that leads me to another deal that I got going on, guys. So I emailed Bass yesterday and got a reply because I'm trying to get into the Chesapeake Bay Open. They said there's no room for boaters.
You're going to go as a non-boater and film?
Well, so I could sign up as a non-boater.
Oh, dude, we talked about that. Would you go in disguise?
No.
Oh, man, it'd be so cool if like you could like do one of those, you know.
No.
Like something, man. I mean, grow a beard real fast or something.
So...
Dude, that would be hysterical.
So I may go as a haven't decided, or I will go as a
alternate.
Nope. I was going to sign up because I didn't know Thayer's is holding a 2-day championship out of Waddington, and that's actually an open.
Yeah.
Why would?
Let me talk.
Is it open? Oh, you mean an open championship? Anybody can sign up.
Yep.
I mean, honestly, why wouldn't you go the Waddington route? You got a chance to really
because Waddington's $5,000 guaranteed first place with a partner. It's 2 days.
Okay.
Well, hear me out. So the entry fee is what? Minor, $250, $300, right?
For the Waddington Thayer's.
For the Waddington Thayer's.
And that's your boat sponsor, right? Essentially.
Yes.
So you kind of want to support them, but I get the other side too.
Here's the deal. I was in the boat with you for that Thayer's tournament. It would be $10,000 because I qualified for that 2-day tournament through their points. So I'm actually eligible for a $10,000 payday, but I can't go to my son's birthday party.
Could you ask your son if he could change his birthday party? And why is that?
Because dude, my son, he's way more important than $5,000. No way.
But alternative date is pretty much the same thing. Like, I don't understand.
Not for a kid.
Not how I'm gonna roll. So,
all right.
I never thought that I jumped in the.
What if you promised like many really cool presents? Uncle Travis will get him a gift if he changes it to Thursday night instead of Friday night, or Sunday night when you get back.
Yeah, it's not going to happen, Travis.
Multiple gifts from me. Just ask him, bro. Just ask him.
And a free Marty Burns. I don't know.
Get a couple Bass Lab stickers.
But here's the deal, guys.
It ain't happening.
This Thayer's Trail is the real deal when it comes to a team trail, and for some reason they are not getting a big showing at all their events, right? So I went to the Ticonderoga event. I think they had 40 boats or something like that. I think I took 12th. No money, just out of the money. And then the other day I was like, I'm going to jump in this one in Cayuga Lake. And I jump in that one. Big shout out to Melvin Schmitten. He drove all the way from Maryland to fish it. And we took 16th, and that put us 13th in the points and qualified us for that $10,000 championship, which then
Melvin Schmitten drove to fish with you from Maryland?
Yes.
How did he find? I feel like I know that name.
Yeah, you know Big Melvin.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just called him. I was like, yo, Mel, what's up, dude? Let's do it.
That's
I don't know.
Crazy. My phone didn't ring. What's up with that?
Dude, were you going to drive from Maryland to Cayuga Lake?
Are you high?
Right.
I drive. I get in the car the night before tournament, drive through the night to win $4,000 down in North Carolina with Scooter Lilly. No sleep. And then drove from that tournament with no sleep again up to the Northeast River to qualify for the Bass Nation Team Championship with Jack Rinkers on frickin' Conowingo in Maryland, bro.
Apologize then. I probably should have called and offered it to you. I got to be honest with you, though.
You don't know who I am. You don't know who I am, bro.
Travis,
do you know me?
Eric, do you want to come up and fish the Thayers the 10th and 11th?
That's my wife's birthday. That's not happening.
Oh, jeez, you guys.
It could be for $100,000 and I wouldn't miss my wife's birthday.
Eric, I called Travis and I said,
hey, you don't miss a birthday?
No.
I go, let's go.
Family and wife's first, bro. Always.
You can't do a pre-birthday party like that weekend? Or
I feel like the wife could be easier to move than the kid's birthday.
That's crazy.
No, that's because
blows my mind.
I know, right? Well, we just roll differently, me and JP.
I bet you though, if you talk to her, she'd be like, "Yeah, that's cool. It's just another birthday. In fact, I don't even celebrate birthdays, so go for it. Enjoy
Travis,
your life."
You're probably right, Travis. That's how the conversation would go, and then you would pay for it dearly for the next month. But listen to this. So I called.
Happy wife, happy life, bro.
Yeah.
I called Travis and I go, "Hey, Travis, it's only an hour and 15 minutes from you. Why don't you fish this tournament with me over here on Cayuga Lake on Saturday or whatever?" You know what he told me? No, bro, I'm good. I'm like, you're an hour away, dude. Let's do this. Let's go support the guy. No, I'm good, man. I'm on.
I think I had a guide trip or something.
Oh. No, man, a lot happening, man. You got lots of crazy conflicts in life and tournaments and opportunities. So if you had to decide today, Travis, which one are you fishing? Thayer's Championship Open or the Bass Open on the Chesapeake as a co-angler?
If they have co-spots open.
Yeah.
It might be kind of interesting.
It would.
I think I could
I mean, I could even jump in and try to convince my boater to go places.
No, I wouldn't convince. I wouldn't convince because there's only only 2 ways to fish that event, and I promise you he won't be doing any of those.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this though. I can't believe that the Bass Opens for the third Open, which I fished the Opens for years and they never got a full field for the third Open.
Now listen, I could probably reach out that week before and they would probably be like, yeah. A lot of times
how many boats are going to be in it?
I don't know. They use a scare tactic a lot, I found in the past.
Well, if they tell me they don't have any openings in the boater side, that means they have 225 because they cap it off at 225.
Yeah, I don't see that happening there, but I don't see that at all.
So that's the third and final.
Alex, if you could look and see how many boats fished the third open out of Ontario last year in the Northern Series. If you could find out how many boats fished that'd be interesting to know.
I do think though too, Ontario's a lot, even if you're not in the points, that's a lot more enticing to just go fish that than Chesapeake in the middle of September.
I think a couple of people have said they pay to see you fish in the back of the boat as a non-boater in that event. So I think we could start a GoFundMe and get your entry fees and expenses paid for the Open as a non-boater. People want to see it. People want to see it.
I don't know how the guy would be about filming. You know what I mean?
All I know is when you were in the back of my boat, you wouldn't stop crying. And I think we have video of that. You hated it.
No, I just wanted to give you your room, your space.
No, you didn't say anything about giving my room, my space. It was all about you couldn't get the angles and what am I supposed to do? And your rods were tangled and it was frustrating you. You were dying back there, bro. It's hard back in the back, bro. It's hard. It would be crazy. I don't know. I mean, maybe you'd have a shot because your guy would not be on it, or maybe you'd be walling around in a grass bed with 50 other boats for 2 days in a row. You just don't know how it's gonna go, right? I mean, we know what we're talking about. So anyway, it's gonna be interesting to see how it's won. What's your prediction for the 2-day wait, or is it 2 or 3 days?
3 days.
So 3 days. What's your prediction right now? Upper Bay, Bassmasters Open, winning weight for the pro and then the co.
I don't know about co, but 16 times 3 for the boater.
Okay, that's 48 pounds. I would be right there with you. I thought maybe 16 and a half, 17 a day if it was strong. It's been cool. It looks like it's going to be in the 80s for the next couple of weeks. So you have less of the dog day summer effect happening, in my opinion. Unique for this time of year. Normally, it's like you wake up, man, you're outside and you're sweating. There's been none of that here. It's a very odd August.
What do you mean? Know how there's not a lot of humidity?
It's not hot here. It hasn't been hot here. Whatever, dude.
Well, there's a reason for that.
I live here, bro. Whatever. I'm just saying. All right. So that's.
But I just want to make a point.
Whoa. What's your non-boater prediction? Take a stab.
3 fish limit.
Yeah.
8 times 3 is what?
24.
There you go.
Pounds. Okay. 24 pounds and 48 pounds.
I just want to know in the comments too, if anyone is not recently, but just over the last couple years, glazed at the sun in any sort of amount of time, not directly, but just observed it. And I want you to know if you feel like it has changed a little bit, if it's looking a little bit different, if it's more yellow than orange. Give me your opinion if you know that. I'm just curious.
Okay. No, I haven't.
Okay, because you're not open to that. Never mind.
I've seen yellow suns and I've seen yellow suns and orange suns. I've seen all sorts of sunsets and suns in my life.
I just want to know if it looks a little different in the last couple of years to you.
I live in upstate New York, and every morning I've walked out of my house for the last 6 weeks. I turn into a sweat ball within the walking my house to the truck. It has been hot. It's the hottest summer I've ever seen in my life. Dried out.
You got the reverse of what we've got down here. So there's some type of flip-flop. You're an upstate guy. I'm here in Maryland going, where's Washington, D.C. was built on a swamp. Straight up. It was filled in and built on a swamp. So it is muggy, typically in August, and super, super humid here. I haven't seen it yet. But anyway, Travis, so before you've noticed this change in the sun,
I'm not gonna go there. Nobody else is talking about it. They're all
what did you observe though? What did you observe? How did the sun look to you 3 years ago? And how does the sun look to you now?
So I have not paid as much attention to the sun, but I'm getting reports that a lot of people are noticing a change in the sun recently. So that's why I asked. That's all.
And what are they reporting about the change in the sun?
Inconsistency in the appearance as far as color, and even shape. And it's confusing a lot of people in the community.
Is that what happens when you stare at the sun too much? It just messes up your eyes. And
I think it does.
they're looking at the sun through binoculars, and after a couple weeks, it starts looking a little funky. It's probably because they're burning their retinas in half. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
not an optometrist.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty painful to look directly into the sun.
Absolutely.
Have you try it tomorrow, Travis, and tell us how long you can stare at the sun and what happens.
A lot of people are claiming now that they can stare at it much longer than they could in the past.
Yeah, that's ever since they legalized the use of marijuana for recreational use. And everybody
so you know how when you get sunburn and then you turn to crispy brown and you can stay in the sun longer without getting burnt. It's the same thing with your retina. You burn your retina and then you're just used to it because you've burnt your eyes. So
there you go. By the way, new segment in the Smallmouth Crush live show. I do want to add in some video every once in a while, especially some of the guide trips that I've had in the past. So I think now's a great time to maybe turn the conversation back into fishing, and let's share a quick 3-minute clip. Nice little edit job with some rock and roll music in the background. And
I hope it's not what I think it is.
What?
You see JP shaking his head?
I don't know.
I think you do know, and I think before you push that button, you better think really closely.
Okay.
Okay, we're good, JP? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's crazy. Dang, Travis, turn it up.
Yeah.
Whoa. That's awesome. Ah! I was like, yeah, you ain't getting me. Nice, man.
There you
You're
go.
Awesome.
Dude, you're getting creative, man. A lot
Yeah.
of underwater shots. I mean, that was cool. It's a good mix.
Right.
You're putting some time into it. I like it. Is that
Yeah.
one that your customer wanted for their
Yeah.
experience?
So they wanted to
It's
film
very
it.
cool.
And,
Very cool.
It was
That's a
actually
great-
a 2-day trip, so we combined
Yeah.
a bunch of stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, one day you're in shorts and one day you're in like full, like, storm gear.
Right.
So what a that's crazy. Back-to-back days, man. That's awesome. You guys smashed them.
We did.
No, that was really good, man. Good job.
Thank
So What are you
Yeah.
walking your client through, Travis, when you're pointing and stuff? Are you just saying, "Hey, there's one over there"?
Yeah.
And
there
he's
was a
going like
couple
me.
on-
He's going like, I don't
over
see him,
there.
Travis. He's like right there.
If it's shallow, I'm trying to get them. Hey, this is where you need to cast.
Yeah.
If it's on the live scope, 40 feet that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you pitch 55 and you're like, oh, damn.
Yeah. Sometimes he was actually pretty good at getting at pitching correctly, but some days it's a struggle.
There's got to be a training aid. You know what would be cool if somebody did like a big, long marker, and like you could stand on a rock in your yard or on your porch and go, okay, pitch 20, and it's different than you think is all I can say. Like when I first was on the deck with you and you were using live scope and you're like 20 feet, my brain never thought in that realm. I mean, because I'm either target casting or angle casting to get a crankbait angle or whatever. Or I might see something on the 360 and, I could cast beyond it to come over and hit it. But to actually go directly so I get a drop on a fish, it was weird, man. It's really disorienting at first. It's natural to you because you do it a lot.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys remember some past videos years ago with my buddy Steve, not
co-angler Steve,
but co-angler Steve.
Yeah, we saw him.
He was up on Thousand Islands. And so he wanted me to take him out. So I took him out Saturday. Him and his buddy.
With the popsicle.
Or not Saturday, but one of those nights, one of those evenings we went out. And I said, hey, bud, it's blowing. You really want to go? He's like, yeah, man, we want to go. And so I took him and his buddy out, little older guy. And so we go out there and I lit him up, bro. So I was having a little bit of fun. I wanted him to catch him too, but he was the first couple fish I saw, I was like, okay, guys, you ready? 50 feet, boom. I'm like, that's a 5. I call it, right? So boom, there he is, catch him. Then we go another deal. And then he's struggling. So I go, okay, I'll take you to the kiddie pool real quick. So we run to a spot where you can catch a fish every cast pretty much, right? And there's there's a big fish or two around it normally.
Sure.
So he was jacking on the little guys. I saw, well, I shouldn't say this. I saw a fish on the graph, and I thought it was not that big, but I was like, I'm going to flip to it. Pitched over to it, man. That thing, big old hog. So now I'm at like 23, 24 pounds.
Yeah.
And
you knew it was a big one.
No, I did.
Yeah.
I didn't really know.
But you couldn't help yourself. I mean,
I
know you have a real hard time holding back if somebody's not paying. It's interesting. But what's interesting? It's like, here's what you could do if you're on the back of the boat and you're not up there with Travis on live scope. The 20-foot range is the distance of a bass boat. You're generally on a 20 or 21-foot boat. So, get that down.
But you also have the pendulum effect.
That's what I'm saying is like, I could practice. I just thought of that. It's like, wow. I mean, before I start thinking about on the bow, what's 20 feet, practice with the boat to get that pendulum effect. And then, 2 bass boats is, 40 and so on down the line. So interesting. I don't know.
Got that new Garmin because, I didn't get to tell you guys while I was fishing with Melvin, I go to flip under this dock. I catch like a 3 3/4 pound largemouth. There's another one with it. As I flip the fish in the boat, it falls off. It's flopping around in the cockpit. I go, put that fish in the live well, and I haphazardly try to flip up under the dock again, and I hear tink, and I go, oh, that didn't sound good. And I look down, and my Garmin is just the bottom right corner, dude. It's gone, right?
Oh, what?
So I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, I cannot believe it, dude. Right, but everything's working. It's still responsive to touch. You're gonna like this part, Eric. You're gonna really get a good cook out of this as I can keep going. So it's working. So Melvin's like, man, you held it together about that. That's pretty depressing. I go, yeah, it pretty much ruined my whole trip, but what are you going to do, right? So I get back, I call Garmin. They don't replace screens. And because I was honest, which I told the guy, I'm an honest person, I hit it with a jig.
Yep.
They're like, well, what we can do is we can offer you a new graph at a discounted price. They gave me the discounted price, but we won't have them in until October. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I can't wait till October. I got 2 tournaments coming up. So I call Richie over to Thayer's, right? What's he do? Overnights me a new graph, dude. This guy
No way, man. That's
I had to
crazy.
pay for it. He gave me a very fair price.
Sure.
And so I got the new graph. So then I'm sitting there and I'm like, what am I going to do with this other one, right? So I put it on bassboatcentral.com.
And it sells.
I put it on there. Eric, you're going to love this. This is better than selling the Phoenix.
What?
I write on there. I go, listen, guys, I cracked the screen, but it works perfect. 700.
Whoa.
I wake up.
Bro.
What?
I would have given you 1,500.
Well, then I guess I lost out. So listen, I wake up in the morning. I got like 12 DMs, right?
No way.
I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, so I instantly start firing. They all left their cell phone numbers. I start firing pictures of this thing to everybody, right? I'm like, boom, bang, boom, bang. So this guy, Kevin, from either Kentucky or Tennessee, I call him, and he goes, yeah, man, I'm looking for that the 122 SB's got real southern draw, right? I go, well, listen, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. If you are a hardcore tournament fisherman, I do not want you to buy this thing. But if you're a backwoods crappie fisherman, I really think if you buy a graph glass and put it on there,
Yeah,
the thing's going to last a long time. You take it on and off the boat all the time. I go, dude, the thing's perfect. It might be cracked. It might have a little hole, you know what I mean? But it's responsive to the touch. The main part where the jig hit was right where the menu button was. You press menu, bang, the menu pops up. The thing was dynamite, you know. But I was just very concerned. I was going to go up to Ontario, hit a wave,
water,
Yeah.
sure. Oh yeah.
So he goes, well, I'll tell you what, I'm on my way home from work right now. Cause like he called me at like 5:45 in the morning. And I was like, well, I'm at work right now, but I don't get out of work till 2 o'clock. So I'll call you when I get out of work. So I call him back after work. And he goes, man, I seen you had a lot of hits on there. If you want to go ahead and sell that to one of them guys, then you go ahead and do that, you know? And I go, do that? I said, dude, I've been holding this thing for you all day. I want to go to UPS and ship you this thing right now. He goes, not a problem, John Paul. Next thing I know, bing, my PayPal goes off. He paid me. I went over to UPS. I boxed that baby up and she gone.
Wow. That's cool, man. So did you, I got a question. Did you have graph glass on there before you broke it?
No.
Oh. Do you think the graph glass would have helped?
No, because it was in the bottom right corner, like right in the corner. And it was a tungsten jig. I don't care what kind of graph glass you got. You got 6'8", 230 pounds flipping a jig out there. That thing
6'8", 230 pounds of mad flipping power. My buddy Kramer did that, but he had like a 20-year-old graph, and I'm like, Kramer, I'm so glad you did that because that was pathetic, bro. I mean, he's a grass dude, so he really didn't need it. But
I'm gonna move the Garmin to the bottom left, so it's not in the corner that I like to flip from, and I'm gonna put the Humminbird in the bottom right because they do replace glass.
Yeah, or just get some graph glass. I think I've got some for sale. I won it on the Bass U Trivia thing, so I think I got like 4 of them in stock.
You still participate in that Bass U stuff?
Yeah, I watch.
Like aggressively steal everybody's prizes?
No, not anymore.
Okay.
You got me working too hard, man. You know. No, during that's a winter thing for me. During fishing season, man, because I'm traveling.
All right,
I'm traveling, and now they've changed it to during the day, and I'm working.
Oh man.
Yeah. So.
One of your boys from Canada actually called me about the graph too. He was good friends with that Chimichong guy you had on last week or 2 weeks ago or whatever.
Yeah. It'd be David.
Yeah.
Dave,
not Chimichong. Is that what you were trying to say?
David Chong. That's what I said.
I think he said Chimichong, and he wanted to say Chonga. Isn't that a dish? I don't know, man.
That's
so
whatever,
anyway,
bro. He's Canadian bass fishing royalty. You got to get it right.
I seen the guy was calling me from Canada or whatever, and I go, do you follow the SmallmouthCrush podcast? And he goes, yeah, my boy David Chong was on there last week, and I'm like, oh, I'm JP, and he was like, yeah, all right, well, I'll buy it, yeah, and then he's like, can you just plug it into the boat and have it on? I'm like, dude, it's gone, dude, I sold it.
It's so crazy. Even used graphs are cracked or selling like wild.
Hey, before I forget, guys, because this is kind of important, and if I don't mention it, I'll probably forget again tonight. I opened up a couple guide dates. I have October 13th and 27th available on Lake Ontario. And then I have November 9th, 10th, 11th, and 14th. So if you want to get a hold of me, you can reach out to me if you want to grab those dates.
Damn, I might have to book one of those dates.
13th, 27th, and then 9th, 10th, 11th, and 14th.
And then I want a video. How much are they? Can I get a discount on it? Oh man. Hey man, I want to give a shout out to Mikey Powers, man. Mikey Powers,
let's give a shout out to Mikey.
I don't know if he's watching tonight, but Mike Powers won his club derby. And
yeah, I saw that.
He texted me during his derby. He goes, dude, I just lost a 5-pounder at the boat. He won with like around 14 pounds, and he should have called out a 1-pounder for the 5. He had it like in sight. Didn't call for the net. But guess what, man? The corn stash, frickin' chartreuse white bass lab river rat was key for 3 of his bites. So, man, Mikey Powers, man, congratulations, man. At Stoke, that's the first W that the
E-Stack's right. October 13th is his date. I didn't write it down. I was gonna get to that. Let me write books. So no.
Travis is trying to double book.
Yeah, man. So while Travis gets his hey, I know a lot of people were asking me when the River Rat spinnerbaits are going to be back in stock, and for those of you, because this color went fast. Trav, can you give me the full so I can show the color?
Oh,
real quick.
AI, you got this.
AI, you got it, man. Cool, man. And in AI, if you could put the Bass Lab up, this is called the Clearwater Killer. And for those of you who are not familiar with the spinnerbait, it's a compact frame. This is a 1/2 ounce bait, and it's a very compact for a 1/2 ounce spinnerbait. Turtleback blade, hammered, and nice mustad hook. The skirt is fine cut silicone with some beautiful flash boo in there mixed in, and it's a hand tied skirt, and it's hidden weight, as you can see. Most of the weight's in the body, so this is a super balanced. And the hand-tied skirt really flares it out. So the Clearwater Killer's back in stock. He's working on some other ones. And then coming soon is the Freak Show. And a lot of people don't throw a green pumpkin spinnerbait. And if you throw a chatterbait, you know how like badass a green pumpkin chatterbait can be. This one's going to have a copper blade and a gold blade combination. And this skirt is like the perfect mixture of bluegill colors, man. It's got some purple, some of that light blue, green pumpkin, and a June buggy color in it, and 3 or 4 strands of olive flash boo in the middle there. So dynamite, again, compact frame and a haywire twist on the front. What's that mean? A lot of spinner baits and buzz baits have an open wire on the front. This thing does not bend out. Like, it really gives you true hooking power. So if you're into a compact spinnerbait, these are dynamite. This is going to be the Freak Show, and it's coming soon. So one last thing, you guys asked for it, so I put it together, man. It's the Top Water Killers box on the Bass Lab. Several of these have already sold. I mean, people know that sometimes I drop these boxes. So there's limited quantities, 6 baits in all. There's a description on the Bass Lab website, but these are some of my favorite top waters. It's a mixture of frogs, poppers, walking baits, an oddity, and a custom painted TK Stanley tackle craft, and a shock color, and a Timber Tiger DC1 as a bonus. So,
Eric,
and I always throw a couple stickers in it.
Using gold blades.
So you mean gold versus silver, or you're talking about the brass that I showed you?
Both.
So brass. So for me, brass and tannic water has a special appeal to me. If I look at a bluegill's body, I see a lot of brassy tones and gold tones. You don't see brass. They're almost impossible to find. In fact, this is a collaboration between me and Gary Sheets at 9K Elite Lures. He got the last 50 brass blades. And there's to me, it just screams bluegill. And so it's something they don't see. I like the color combination of the gold. You see a lot of double golds, right? You see a lot of silver gold. Like in the chartreuse white right there, but you rarely see double nickel anymore. These are just some old combinations that really do well for me in the fall when the shad become prevalent. This is a great color in anytime the bluegills are spawning, when the bass are keying on bluegills. If you're around grass beds and you hear that popping, that's those bluegills eating aquatic bugs. And this thing just gets hammered, man. So if you know the power of a green pumpkin chatterbait and you've never thrown a green pumpkin spinnerbait, you're missing out if you're into it. So these are sneaky little baits, compact profiles. There you go, man. So that's why I like the copper and gold combination. It speaks bluegill to me.
Nice.
Oh,
Good information coming from Epic Eric. Now,
Right on,
while
man.
we're giving the shout outs, I got a couple of shout outs I got to do real quick.
Please do.
Give me the full screen for a second.
What do you got, JP?
All right, this big shout out goes to my best buddy Johnny Corman up in Chaumont, New York. That dude always puts me up, always gives me the hospitality. 17-year friendship. Guy helped me get my life together, helped me get clean, helped me get sober, helped me live the clean life, helped me stay on the water, and has always had open arms for me when I come up there. And I truly appreciate that friendship. I love you from the bottom of my heart. You are the man. My second shout out's going to Mullet Man Don over at Douglas Rods. These guys took a shot at me with the help from Travis this year in the wintertime at a fishing expo, and hooked me up, set me up with a bunch of rods. I've been trying to promote them as best I can. And I just want to let you know I'm fishing the most consistent season I've always ever fished on the ABAs. And hopefully I can bring home that Angler of the Year trophy and promote you guys really well. And the third and final shout out I want to put out there is to Richie Thayer at Thayer's Marine. I got to tell you guys something. If you're not calling Thayer's Marine when you're looking to buy a bass boat, you're taking a pistol out of your pocket and you're shooting yourself right in the foot. This guy's not just about selling boats, guys. He's about being there for the fishermen when they need them. That's all I got to say.
There you go. Perfect.
JP, man, that's dynamite that you take a moment to appreciate the people who've made an impact in your life and meant something to you, man, especially the first guy, man. There's not a lot of people that would do that, open up their self to taking care of a brother who needs help. And I'm proud of you, man, for beating that and staying clean, man. That's awesome, brother.
Thank you.
Hell yeah, man. Way to shout out. Holding people, showing some reverence right there, man. It's something that this world is missing a lot of. You know, it touches me, man. I got to tell you, I mean, it's a sad world right now, right? There's a lot of hate. There's a lot of hate going on, right? And so for somebody to take a moment and recognize, you know, your dealership, I get that, but to recognize another person who showed you compassion, friendship, caring, understanding. He could have kicked you to the curb, right?
Yeah,
but he didn't.
When he lived down here in East Greenbush, I basically lived at. I was living at my parents' house, but I spent most of my waking hours at his house when I was first getting sober, and we walked that path together, you know. So it's a special bond, and I just want him to know that, you know, it truly means a lot to me, you know. And then of course he bought that house up in God's country, and he always opens the house up to me, lets me stay up there. It's not something that I take for granted. It's really appreciated, you know, and you know, God does good things for good people, and I know good things are in his future.
Well, I'll say this, man. The world needs more of him.
Yes.
Right? Understanding, compassion, and lending a helping hand, man. That's humanity. And I wonder where it's gone sometimes, man. So thank you for sharing that. It lifts me up.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful story, man.
Awesome.
What else you got, Travis?
Yeah, your turn, Travis. What's your shout out?
The same peeps, man. Shout out to Thayers for sure, man. Actually sponsoring this live stream right now. But no, JP said it well. I do want to switch topics. I recently had, I love everyone's opinion, and while JP's still up, since you may have some experience in this, I don't know. Maybe in the past, you said you had some issues. I don't want to go there, but I stumbled upon something on a little walkabout I had the other day. I was looking at some property, and I just want to share some pictures and a little bit of video and get everybody's thoughts about what I actually stumbled upon out there in the woods. Let me set the stage. This wasn't off the road. This was 180 acres, and I may or may not have been on the property line. However, there was very little trails, driveways, anything. I'm at least 400 to 500 yards deep into the forest when I came upon this.
Dude, we talked about this. This is still tripping me out.
So let me share with you what I found here. So lots of coolers, an old RV,
How many coolers would you estimate were on the property?
Those are garbage cans that are all strapped down and tied down. You cannot open them. More coolers. I thought there's $25,000 worth of coolers on this place.
Holy crap.
Those with the garbages
So-
all look like strapped down.
Did you this looks like an episode for real of Breaking Bad.
Yes.
I'm almost certain. Me and Travis talked about it. Was this like a crab importer in the middle of Door County? But why would they be that deep in the woods, man? Is this some?
So there's a little video of outside the RV. You can't see it. It's so whited out. Those are all coolers. That white is all coolers. Another.
Somebody said it could have been a meth lab.
It sure looks like one.
No, the whole RV. That's why I was thinking Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did you watch Breaking Bad?
If you go back to like the fourth picture that you posted, there was a garbage can that was locked with a snow shovel. If you look at the handle of that snow shovel, I don't see any squirrel bites on that foam on the handle, which would lead me to believe that that snow shovel was there this past winter, which would mean that that place hasn't been unoccupied for that long.
When I sent JP the pictures, he said, dude, get out of there immediately.
Yeah, I'm thinking to myself, dude, that place, if it is in fact a meth lab or whatever they got going on there, they probably have trail cameras set up. That's not something that somebody's just going to abandon like that and not have, surveillance on or whatever, and just get the hell out of there. What the hell? What's in the
Somebody said the coolers are full of White Claws. Can you imagine if you opened it up and it was White Claws? And that black cherry, White Claws. You're going to have a dream about that. I'm planting the seeds now in your brain. It's like I'm planting seeds in your brain. White Claw boxes. Somebody said it could have been a dog pen for dogs. Somebody said it could have been moonshiners. Juice Newton said moonshiners. Mm-hmm. Fight dog camp, maybe. Yeah. I don't know. Or Uncle Josh's pork rinds, somebody said. Maybe that's what they were doing, salting pork rinds. That's why they kept it wired shut. They didn't want the animals getting in there for Uncle Josh. I don't know, man.
Could you have gotten in the RV even if you wanted to, or was it just blocked off?
So that was the weird part.
That's where they make bait fuel.
So the RV.
This is great.
The RV was so I came upon, it was a pole building. Metal pole building that had the door, but there was bushes growing in front of the door.
So nobody's been in the pole building.
So nobody's been in the pole building yet. Inside
unless
the
there was
building,
a secret entrance. Maybe that was just a diversion.
Inside the pole building was
dancers.
That RV that was the exact size of the pole building. So you could not move around it. And the RV was laid on a plywood floor without tires. About 2 feet off the ground. No tires on the RV, sitting on a plywood platform 2 feet off the ground in this pole building. And I just got a bad vibe, and I told the realtor, I think I'm going to pet the pass on this.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't even want somebody like that as my neighbor, even if it's not a drug place.
No, I told the realtor, did you walk this property yet?
Yeah, what did they say?
Like, no, I haven't been on it yet.
Did you ask them, like, what do you make of all this stuff? Like,
I said, I'd love to hear the backstory, and I sent her all the pictures, and that's the last I heard.
Oh, you mean she didn't go with you?
No, dude,
she wasn't going out there by herself.
Dude, I got done with the guy trip. It was late. It was getting late. It was about 6:30 in the evening, and I'm like, I called the realtor. I'm like, hey, I want to go look at this property. I'm not too far from it. Where can I enter? What are the how's this thing roll here? How's this laid out?
I felt like you were really close to a portal. You almost got to the next dimension. You were really close.
So listen, so I pulled in, I got there, it was off of I forgot what road it was. It was just off of 3 Mile Bay there. And so
3 Mile
I pull in, it has a part of the stream rolls through there. Anyways.
Holy moly.
So I finally found a place to park, and I put my big boots on, my knee-high boots. I'm in shorts, t-shirt. And I start walking back, and I'm following this deer trail because there's no entrance. And now I'm crawling through brush on my knees.
Holy crap.
Like getting down. And I'm trying to get up to this ridge. So I finally get to the ridge. And now I'm thinking, I'm getting smart. I'm like, I got to pull up my Google Maps, see where I am, kind of. I'm like, because I want to go to the back of this 180 acres. And I've walked 160 earlier, this summer. And that's a lot of acreage, right? It's crazy how big that actually is. So I knew what I was getting myself into. And I also knew that was, I got about an hour and a half of daylight left. But I get above the ridge, and then that's when I see a building. And I'm like,
what is that?
I'm pretty sure I'm on the property, but I might not be. Let's go real quietly and just kind of take a peek. And I walked up to it and quickly realized it's not like anyone's really living here right now. There's just coolers everywhere. And that trail went on for a good 150 to 200 yards of stuff spread out. Then there was another garage back there, an older garage.
Than the one we saw?
Than the one you saw that I only got about 40 yards to because I couldn't. It was littered with trash around the whole thing. Torn up bags of salt, it looked like
salt?
Like big water softener salt bags.
Holy shit.
So whatever that is.
Guys, if anybody can put all this together, there's salt. What do you use salt for?
Somebody said that's where all the guides keep their coolers after a season of long, hard shore lunches.
Or it could seriously be like some type of freaky like serial killer guy.
Oh my God.
I think they're gonna play this live show back in court and
right.
Millions.
I'm right. You may get subpoenaed to turn over the footage. You might want to give it to the Door County Police to go. This was interesting to me. You might want to check it out. Here's a pin. Or maybe you don't. You found some strange things in your travels.
I have. Uh-huh.
Sean Lai says, "Put the lotion on the skin, Travis." From the Silence of the Lambs.
Oh.
You never watched the Silence of the Lambs?
No.
Oh, that is disturbing. But anyway, if you watch it, you'll understand what Sean was referring to. It's a line from a movie. Organ Harvester. Okay. Crazy Margarita Camp. Kuda, that's a happier thought. I like it. JP, what do you make of it, man?
I don't like it.
Yeah, no.
At first, I was like, maybe it's a hunting camp, and then he just kept sending me more and more pictures of the coolers and the empty bottles, which I don't think they were all water bottles. I think there was definitely bleach bottles or some type of chemical.
There was bleach botters there, yes.
Yeah, and then you got the salt, and you got everything that's going on. The garbage cans.
So somebody said maybe they're like preserving skins. It's a hunting camp, and fox pelts and stuff like that. That's it, taxidermy, right? Would that
be doing? You'd have to be doing
RV. Yeah,
you'd be doing. You'd be the biggest taxidermist in the country to have that many freaking coolers out in the middle of the backwoods, brush-shaped woods.
Kuda says bleach, dead people guaranteed. Oh my! Taxidermy were the salt. They salt hides. Okay, Brian, I'm gonna go with it. Was a pretty strong taxidermy business back in the day.
Yes.
Right.
My exact words were, Travis, get the hell out of there. And I honestly think maybe you should call the police.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. Crazy. Wow. Brendan Andrews says that's meth. I've seen labs out in the country in southern Minnesota. Holy hell, dude. You were at a meth camp.
Yes.
All right. We're back to meth.
I think
that's better. That's better than dead people. That's more menacing than tanning hides. But we'll settle for a drug operation in Door County, the biggest
it's
probably.
Not Door County,
whatever it is, man. Where were you? I don't know.
New York.
Oh, okay. Oh, Door County's in what?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Duluth? Were you going to say Duluth?
Dude, I don't know, man. I'm just throwing out names that sound right.
You've never even been to Wisconsin with me, man.
I know. We have to do it one day. I want to go
Look
to
how
some
he
of those.
treats his guests. He flies them out there and then gets them kicked out of the tournament. And now they're just out there fun fishing. I wouldn't want to go either, Eric. I don't blame you.
Oh, sore subject, JP.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Somebody said, "Did you hear banjo music?" Nightcrawler distributor.
Could be.
You pour the bleach in the ground, and the night crawlers pop out, and they come out nice and clean.
Oh man, I think
I
I've
don't
told
even
this
know.
story before, but you want to know how messed up my dad was back in the day? I was 10, 11, 12 years old.
Okay.
We
This
would
might
go.
explain a lot.
We would go look for night crawlers.
Yeah.
In a cemetery at night.
You fish with dead people worms.
And I had no fear back then of it. But today I would never do that.
They were haunted worms.
I would never do that.
Well,
All I know is that explains a lot.
I mean, that's pretty smart. That's got to be some of the most unpressured nightworm hunting territory out there.
Dude.
I mean,
so he bought a red lens flashlight.
Yeah.
You go when it's raining. You shine the red lens so it doesn't freak them out. You grab them. I mean, who knows? You know.
Did you see anything weird while you're out there?
No. Didn't even think about it, man. I knew we were in a graveyard, but we were trying to pick up night crawlers.
Right. You were focused on the mission before all these crazy thoughts started to circle and swirl around. But you wouldn't do it now.
Oh, no.
You wouldn't take SmallmouthCrush. My dad used to take me into graveyards hunting night crawlers, son. We're going to do it. I mean, why don't you do it? Nothing happened to you.
There's a lot better places to find night crawlers in the graveyard.
Would he walk in, like, would he not walk on the plots? Would he walk in between, like, where people were walking? Did he ever?
Know. I think it was next to the road trail. It may not have been right in it. I don't remember. I just remember being in that zone.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah. But if you want good night crawler picking, the cemetery is the place to be.
Right. I'm with you.
Yeah. Where are we going tonight? Listen, so I'm pretty much I got nothing else.
It could be an early stream.
I do want to apologize, everyone, last week for the abrupt decision not to have a show. Next week, we are doing a VIP live, and that will be on location up in New York. So those that are members.
What's the topic?
I have a really good idea. I just don't want to say it just yet.
Okay.
But those that are members, and they're going to find out. No, so.
Are you going to have a guest, or is it just you?
I haven't decided yet. I have a good topic going, but if I find something better in between now and then, which sometimes I do with guests and things like that, we'll bring them on.
Awesome.
There you go.
It's a good.
So that'll be next week. I guess we can talk. We don't really cover a lot of professional bass tournament stuff because I don't watch much of it. I know they had a big MLF tournament on the St. Lawrence River, and I think the reason why we saw weights down was because we had such a strong east wind for a number of days, and then I think obviously things have changed. And I don't know the format. I don't know how it works. I think there was 12 people that watched the live weigh-in. So who knows? You know what I mean? That was some tour level. I don't even know what it was. It wasn't the big one, but it was the middle one, but it wasn't the
It was the equivalent to the FLW, the Forest Wood Cup.
Oh.
Yeah, it was their big
I heard there was 12 people there.
It was not read that great, and they weren't allowed to go to the lake. That's why the freaking weights were so down.
No, it's because of the east wind, JP.
Okay.
I promise you, I guided that day.
So you think if they went out on? Okay. So you were on the lake. Okay.
I was on the lake.
Where was it?
The St. Lawrence out of Messina.
That's where the championship was?
Yeah. Spencer Sheffield, I think, won the tournament. Yeah. I know he won the tournament. He had
Spencer Sheffield. He's on Bass U Live tomorrow, 11 Eastern.
Boom.
Check it out.
So
how much did he win? How much?
Should I know Spencer?
You don't know Ron Sheffield? You don't really follow bass fishing.
I used to when it used to be all the big names were in one place. I don't know.
Well, I mean, Ron Sheffield was one of the old guard.
I've heard Ron. Is that his son?
Yeah, it's his son.
Okay, cool. Good job.
And he won $200,000 in that tournament.
Holy shit. Wow.
Nice.
Big payday.
Very good.
Eric,
Dakota
go ahead, Jake.
came in second.
Yeah, he caught like I think it was a 710 smallmouth at Cayuga.
Holy shit.
event
It's a
earlier.
MJ
giant.
goes, we used to weigh in at an arena for $1 million. Now it's a parking lot for $300K and a wrestling belt.
Well, he's not lying.
So, Eric, what I wanted to ask you was from a business perspective, and I don't, we can't get inside the minds of the people that made this decision, but why would you take an established, respected tournament, the Forest Wood Cup? It's got,
Sure.
it's been around for a lot of years. It's got the allure to it, because it's kind of like the classic. It's not obviously, the same pedestal as a classic, but it's still up there. It's got history. From a marketing and a business perspective, why do you think they decided to change that? Because to me, it seemed kind of silly to take away the established high-profile championship and just call it something else and expect people to look at it as the same level. Do you see an advantage to that from a marketing or a business standpoint? Was that just a branding decision? Why do you think they went ahead and did that?
So MLF was, I think, what they were trying to appeal to is the average viewer. Like, bass fishing can be exciting, not the hardcore angler. Sure, a lot of hardcore anglers, even lots of people on the stream, will watch MLF. Right? It was kind of boring in the beginning. Small fish after small fish, so they fooled around with it. But they were trying to appeal to a broader audience, right? And so the broader audience that they were trying to appeal to, they probably didn't know the Forest Wood Cup. We do. But I'm not sure we're their exact target audience, if that makes any sense. So I think it was developing their own brand, shedding the old, in with the new.
Yeah. That makes sense for sure.
Yep. Somebody said Matt Robinson fished in his underwear on Oahe. What was that all
about? Talk to me about that. I don't know anything about it.
He's the ugly stick guy.
Correct.
I'm not sure.
So Matt Robertson. You've seen some of his videos.
He's
the
been
tin
on
cup
the
whiskey
show
guy.
before.
Okay, right. Yeah, he was on. Wasn't he on the Halloween specialers? No, he was on with a lot of people though, wasn't he? Matty Robertson.
I don't remember.
Okay. Anyway, he's been on the show. Yeah, he fished in his underwear, man, to help out Seth Fighter, apparently, right?
Yeah, I think they were sharing the same area.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, Seth started catching him real good, and I think Matt wasn't catching him that good. And I think Fighter actually yelled over to him, "Why don't you fish out of your boxers?" And all of a sudden, it was like a strip show, dude. Marty Robinson's in his tighty whities out there fishing.
Tighty whities. He didn't have boxers on, man. Just like regular Fruit of the Loom. Yeah, man.
Why did he say, why don't you fish? Why would he say that?
Because those are just two good old boys, man. They were just trying to have fun. You know what?
Were they mad that he was in the area not catching?
No, they're best friends, man.
Yeah, no, they travel together on that tin cup whiskey
Travis,
with
that's
Matt.
the difference. Those guys are best friends, and they don't get mad at each other when they're sharing a big area.
Travis, you don't find that funny?
That's very funny.
No, I was also just thinking.
Travis,
I think Matt's a really good natural. I think Matt's a really good natural angler, and I think if he had a rod that was extremely sensitive and well built, he'd do a lot better on tour. I'm just saying, and I think I can say that.
Okay,
and I'm gonna say.
He's perfect. He's perfect for the ugly stick brand.
He's perfect. He's gonna make way more money in endorsements than he will catching fish with a proper rod. But
I don't even
know.
Good
for him. Good for him.
Were they on live when he did that? Because I mean, they go on Fox, don't they? I mean, the production truck couldn't have been too happy that they got someone stripping down to their underwear on FS1 on Saturday morning. I mean, I don't think they would be all about that.
I don't see. Listen, I don't know if there's anything wrong with. So after being on the beach here for 3 days and seeing what I see walk by me, I think everything's fair game at this point.
Did he have on him across the butt cheeks?
I don't think so.
I thought that I read that somewhere.
Did he? AI?
I don't know. I'm on Bassmaster's page right now trying to see if they have a picture of it. But I mean, I know he has a bass like shield tattoo, so I wouldn't be surprised if he had it tattooed or just Sharpied on there for the morning. Who knows? Could be. How he rolls.
Somebody said Panger was upset.
I don't know anything about it.
Neither do I, but you should call him up right now.
No.
See if he'll come on.
He don't like being put on the spot, bro.
All right. But Panger's an open angler. I guess he was on Bass Talk Live talking about it, I'm guessing. I don't know.
Maybe.
I think so. Maybe it was disturbing him, man. He can't get the thought out of his head.
I don't see anything wrong with it. I mean,
Panger
maybe.
was pissed.
Great marketing.
It depends. If you have, would I want my little?
Oh,
like,
Sean Lai says Matt was pissed. And he got the shield tattooed so he could still represent Bass.
Oh yeah.
having cutoffs, because you're supposed to wear the Bass emblem somewhere. And so that's how somebody just said that. We're learning a lot. Jack Red said, call Panger or he walks, man. Very upset. It's questionable as to why he was so mad. You got to call him, man.
Here's the
Call
problem.
him up. Put him on speaker.
Hold on.
All right, man.
I'm trying to get this. I don't know the story here. I don't want to assume things.
All right. Why don't you text him and say, Panger, there's a lot of talk about how upset you were with the tidy whities with Matt. Will you come on Smallmouth Crush?
I'm gonna let him deal with it. He's got his own show to run. Let him deal with it how he wants. I'm not gonna put him on the spot.
Okay. I think his point was I'm reading some of the comments. It's like, what about the kids watching?
Sure.
Etc. There was language too that they allowed to fly on live. There was no bleeping. I think somebody said Fighter said the F-bomb. Shit, somebody said or something. I don't know.
So here's the problem: when you have so many pros, MLF Tour, you have all these guys, right? Everyone's going to win a tournament at some point in their life because there's so many of them, right? Like big.
No, not everybody's going to win
Most
a
will.
blue trophy.
Most
An elite
will win
trophy.
a blue trophy. Sure, they're all going to win one.
I don't think you know the sport. I mean,
I
you got
know
to
the
call up.
sport.
So
Listen
you're
to me.
telling me of the 100 anglers that are elites, all of them or some of them that have been fishing their entire life have won a blue trophy?
Most of them have. Sure.
What's over 50%?
Yeah.
We got to call up Ken
And
Duke
they're
right
going
now.
to. Now listen.
Okay, AI.
I want to make another statement. I want to say something else.
All right.
The problem is they need to stand out.
Yeah.
Okay. And so they're going to do anything foolish or crazy or wild to do that, to get attention. That's why you see a lot of lower level guys with their wrap boats, their wrap truck, their Instagram. They're hanging out with, YouTubers trying to make a name for themselves. It'll never work. You can't be a poser in this sport. And I'm not calling him a poser or any of that.
He's being straight up like authentic.
But that's what you're going to see. You're going to see posers and you're going to see people that are trying to be them, right? Like I don't know.
Isn't that hard to find your way though? Like in life and in your job, like who are you really? Right? That's hard for people.
Mm-hmm.
And so now you're putting somebody who's a bass fisherman on live TV. And so it can be confusing, right? I mean, it's not like, so you've got your shit together. If you were an elite, you'd know exactly how you'd want to be and just going to be you, right? Are you going to talk about all your conspiracy stuff on live? No, you wouldn't.
Sure,
so
I would. If there's something that pertains to it, like
you would just go start reminiscing on the sun and the shape and all that. They would find it funny.
If I notice it, yeah, I would. I would
And
talk
there would be
exactly
some
like
people
I talk right now.
So I got you. Okay, so you'd be your authentic self. But your sponsors might go, man, you got to kind of put a lid on that, dude. We don't like that.
They're not the right fit for me.
I got you. So
that's one thing you guys know about me.
And you would break in and you would go into a bass tank and dangle your shit and
I am not
drink your White Claws. You'd be your authentic self. Bullshit, bro. Don't be fronting. You wouldn't do that.
What are you talking about, Eric?
Did you get in a little hot water for breaking into the show and getting in the bass tank?
I made a staged video that appeared like I did.
But didn't you get into hot water and have to apologize?
Sure.
Okay, so would you be your authentic self if that's what you like to do?
I think it was appropriate to admit your mistakes and apologize. So
that's
was
the
my
whole point.
Self.
It's really
my
hard
point is
to be
it seemed
authentic.
like you're trying to tell me all the people that I work with as far as baits, tackle, boats, motors, everything. They're companies I am aligned with and believe in. I'm telling you right now, and
So you've got your
I'm
act
pretty
together.
sure if X angler had a rod company come along that offered him 3 times more than what they're paying now, after he spoke 3 years about how great this rod company is, he would switch instantly.
But why wouldn't he?
I would never do that. I would not do that.
It's a business, Travis. At
No,
the end
it's not.
of the day,
You're screwing people over. You are the guy. You are the guy who's recommending products to thousands and thousands of people that want to become better anglers and improve their fishing and look up to you. And to go switch to some other company because you want to make an extra 20 grand a year to put food on your table,
That's
even though you
easy
don't believe in that fucking company.
It's really easy for you to say. I now like to put you on your own without another income in your house and see how you would behave as a businessman.
Very fine. I can make 6 figures on my own and live in a little shack on a lake happily ever after.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I guess that's what you would do then.
I see what you're saying, Travis, but I definitely
I
can
hate
see
it.
where
I
Eric's
hate
coming from.
No,
with
I-
that.
I mean, honestly, it's a business.
fine.
Travis, it's a business. You run a business
Then
called
don't believe
Smallmouth
anybody's. Don't believe anybody's opinion out there then at that level.
I
Travis,
don't. If I look for like a
it
new
is what
product,
it is, right?
I go if I know they're sponsored by VMC hooks, that's not, I'm not saying VMC is a bad hook, but I'm saying that's just what they're gonna say. But when you see them on live and you see the Gamakatsu packages and the mustads in their box, that's what you know is the good stuff. And that's how I look at it, just based off products that pros use that they're not sponsored by.
Honestly,
because that's what they really believe in.
At the end of the day, that whole pro endorsement has lost a lot of credibility for exactly the reason you're saying. But don't blame the guy that might not be making it, is in debt and crawling his way out. And you're really tough on people, and you don't understand their situation at all. So it's easy to cast a stone and call them a schmuck when you don't know a thing about their life or their financial situation. That's all I'm saying. They are doing a job to make a living, and you don't know anything about them. You don't know their finances. You don't know anything about them. So I respect what you're saying. At the same time, to say you want to be loyal and do and fish the products that you believe in and love. I get that part,
that's how
right?
it should be.
That's how it should be. Easy to say, tougher to do when you don't know anything about what that
it wasn't that tough for me. I had plenty of companies come up to me in the past and I turned them down because it wasn't the right fit.
Well, Travis, it's easy for you to say. It's tougher to do for a lot of people. So you've got
not if they knew how to align their lives correctly.
Well, I mean,
it's not that complicated.
Hey, guess what?
Then you should be a consultant in the bass fishing industry. Get involved. Let them know how to live.
I got to live.
And anybody out there, if you listen to this stream, do like Travis does. Eric, you'll get ready. Eric, what do you got? You got to go to bed.
Throwing a little water on the fire here. I got to go. I got to live my life correctly, kind of like Travis was saying, and I got to do what Eric's saying. I make sure I'm at work in the morning. So I'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah, man.
All right, JP.
I mean, Travis, I fully get the loyalty side, bro. I mean, that's how I run my business. It's a loyalty-based business. I retain my people for a long time. I don't switch partners in the middle of projects. We could do it. I've stayed true, even though I was going to lose the next proposal with large systems integrators, and it's paid dividends. But there's other people and other businesses that have tougher choices to make.
And listen, I'm not saying
so. That's what I'm saying. It's like here's the part that's missing for you: a little empathy.
Missing, What's
a little understanding and empathy for the other side and the choices, like Republicans, Democrats. If I'm a Republican, you're a Democrat, I gotta hate you automatically. If you're a guy that switches brands, I hate you, you're doing it fucked up. It's such a black and white statement. It just doesn't suit the conversation because it's a no-win. Like if a guy on here that just switched brands and he was on your show and you threw that dagger at him, how do you think it would go?
I wouldn't have that guy on my show.
Well, really? You've never had a pro on your show who switched brands?
No.
You sure? Are you sure? Are you sure?
I'm saying.
Are you sure? They've been on your podcast.
Talk.
I'm just saying.
Let me talk, dude.
Go ahead.
God damn! Don't make me fucking get pissed off here on my vacation, bro.
I think you're already there.
Yeah, we crossed that bridge 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes ago, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I know. I got nothing, man.
No, I'm just saying, all the people you had on your podcast, you sure they're all loyal guys that never have switched brands? You're not sure now.
I know they're not all.
Oh, so why'd you have them on?
Well, I didn't know that
to make money. You didn't research them. See, that's bullshit. You just had them on because you thought you could get some views. So what are you doing? Serving yourself? Did you ask him the question, the hard question, to say, well, geez, man, why did you drop St. Croix and go to like Douglas? You didn't, because what would happen? I think it would, like, they'd be offended. You'd probably get into an argument. So what I'm saying is like, if you approach it with trying to understand why they did it, or you could just say, hey, you're fronting right now. You're not being authentic. That's a bullshit line. You did it for the money. Let's just be honest. And if you really want to live with integrity and being a guy in the profession that does it right, stick with the brand you came with and die with them. No matter what.
No, things come up.
What would they say?
I wouldn't have that conversation first.
But why not?
Because I'm not like that. I'm not going to call somebody out like that.
You just did. You called them all out.
I called out everybody, not specifically an individual, saying that I don't agree with the way things are. When you have people that are trying to learn and learn about fishing, there's a lot of junk out there.
I mean, somebody just pointed out that you went from Legend to Nitro to your current boat. Why?
Never was sponsored by Legend. I got sponsored by Nitro, and I thought it'd be a great choice, and it was. And I love everything about Bowers Marine and Doug and everything they've done for me with a Nitro. And
why'd
then
you switch?
Because I rode in a Camus and realized this is an amazing boat. I fish big water a lot. I'm going to step it up a little bit.
So you got a better product.
There's going to be better products. It's not because I got a better deal. I paid way more money for my Camus than I ever would with my Nitro deal.
It's a better boat.
That's the truth.
But it's a better boat. Let's just be honest, right? They're not the same boat, Travis. Mm-hmm. I think you could agree, right? I mean, the trailer, the bunks. I mean, I could point out a lot of things, and I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. They're not the same build.
Yeah.
They're not even close in quality. So that's the whole point. If somebody gets a better deal and it's a better product, can you blame them?
If it's a better product, I can't blame them.
Right. They got more money.
Oftentimes it's not a better product.
And I think they know that too, but they're there to make a living. They're there to make a living. Bass is a business, just like the pro anglers that fish on that tour. They're running their own business. They're independent contractors. They're not employees. They're paying for their own health insurance, right? A lot of us work for companies that pay our insurance, or we have a spouse that pays the insurance. So they're on their own. All their expenses, everything. You know how tough it is. You understand. You fish the elites for a couple of years. You burn through all that money. It's hardcore, dude. There is no other profession in bass. Like, it's the toughest. I think it's the toughest pro sport out there at the elite level, with the playing field, the mechanical stuff that can go wrong, the boat, the trailer, the travel, the playing field changes. You're fishing on a body of water, right? It is hard freaking core. And they need most of them, not the top echelon, but most are scrapping it, right? Maybe it's changed. Maybe I'm all washed up and I don't know what I'm talking about.
No, I think you're dead on, Eric. I mean, you had, what do they have? 8 tournaments, $5,000 entry fee. That's $40,000. And you got to pay gas and lodging. I mean, you're basically paying at least $60,000 just to be able to do your job. I mean, I don't think anyone on here goes to work and they ask for $60,000 before you can start to get paid.
Right. It'd be like me showing up going, it costs you $60,000 to work here. Yeah. Hey, thanks, man. And now you got to travel through the night, practice sun up to sundown, pay for your own hotel, food, gas, lodging, gear. Maybe I got some sponsor money coming in, fish on a playing field that changes daily. There might be another club on my field of play when I get there. There might be a competitor because I got a lower boat now. There's nothing like it, man. So if they get a chance to make a little bit more money, I can't blame them. I do get your point, though, the whole loyalty thing, for sure, man. I get it. But it's not as easy as you think if you think about it. And you approach it with seeking first to understand and then to be understood. That's a habit to live your life by. Seek first to understand, then to be understood.
Oh, I understand why people do it for the money. I know that.
They're trying. So in business, what do we do in business? You're
the whole
in business
system's
with
messed
small.
up, bro. The whole system's messed up.
Well, what would you do? How would you change it? You're now president of Bass. What do you do to fix the system? Are they a victim of the system? And what system are you talking about? The tournament system or the
Depends.
industry?
There's too many systems.
You're
Now's not
president
the
of
time
Bass.
to go there. I don't want to go there tonight. I'm not going.
Well, it's a hard question, and
It's a very hard question. You can't put me on the spot and expect a response in under a minute here.
Well, wait a minute. It seems like you've thought about it. The system's broken, you say. So can you come on another show and I can interview about the new system you want to?
This screen
I know you would, but you can't be mouthing off and not expect hard questions coming back your way.
Travis, we'll have you on SmallmouthCrush this Thursday at 8 Eastern if you're available. I'll send you over to StreamYard.
20 questions with Travis Manson for Smallmouth. How I plan to fish the bass fishing industry. It's broken. And I think you get a lot of people that would agree. I mean, there's been conversations for years around that, right? What sport does an angler, professional, at that level, not the amateur level, would you agree that the elites are still a professional level or no? Because I know you've got opinions there too. Even though you don't follow the sport, you got opinions. So are the elites pros?
I think there's a lot of credible anglers on the elites, yes.
Okay. Is there any other pro level in bass fishing other than some of the anglers?
Well, there's that MLF deal.
Are they professional in your opinion?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. So that's a professional level tournament trail too. And they all pay right to play. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there another sport where they pay to play, Alex? I'm trying to think of one. Like basketball players don't, baseball, football, lacrosse, hockey. I don't know.
Golf, maybe.
Do golfers pay entry fees when they're on the tour?
If they do, the payout is 100x what the payout is in a fishing tournament. I mean, you get 5th place in like a PGA event, you're making at least
somebody says
figures.
Skiing, rodeo, dirt track racing, motocross, bowling, maybe. This is interesting. Nate Coy says pocket pool. Kuda with the highlight. There's only one court. It's down in Miami. I just watched a show on that.
What
it's
court?
Really cool.
For what?
For highlight. No, highlight. Oh, you were laughing at pocket pool. I was laughing at that too. Mexican rodeo, darts, poker. True, Travis. Tractor pulling, horse racing. Sean Lai just is laughing his fucking ass off. That's awesome.
So you got to think all these that have in common, they're niche, individual, or very small team sports that don't have a lot of sponsor backing, don't have a lot of national attention.
Barrel racing, good one. That's a good one. Good one, man.
Thank you.
Have you ever ridden a horse?
I sure have. Who hasn't?
Yeah, no. Michael Bradley, Highlight still exists for sure. I literally just watched I think it was like a new show that had like a little snippet on Highlight. It's in Miami.
Have you ridden a horse, Eric?
Yes.
Yeah. Like in this life or past lives?
No, in this horse life, I rode one. It was Teresa Bladen. She brought her horse. We were on the golf course. She's like, "Come on, man!" And I got up, and the horse did a hi-ho freaking silver on me.
Now
man. It took off.
And I only bring that up because up until 1902, before the reset, there was probably a lot of individuals that had like a horse and buggy and all that stuff. But prior to that,
no, hold on. Can you replay for me for a second? Yeah. Before 1902 in the reset.
Right.
What was the reset?
I'm not going to go there tonight.
Well, you already did because you said it. You see,
I mentioned it. I teased a little bit.
I listened. See, I listened.
What are you drinking, by the way? Water?
Just water. Just water. Yeah. I had a little energy drink before. Like,
Alex, what's the take here in the comments?
Just in general, are you saying about the
reset?
It looks like Eric's got a big fan. I didn't catch his name, but he was cheering pretty loud for him.
I think there might be more than one. Travis,
there was one for sure.
So here's what you don't do. So like when you publish a video, just make sure you keep the comments. I think Travis has a habit of if he doesn't like what people
No,
say,
you
you
called
won't
me
see
out
the
on
live.
that before, and
I know. I just
and-
want to check. I just want to check.
I want to say it was Brian Coolzak. I'm pretty sure it was him who said, "I stand for Epic Eric and kneel for the Lord."
There you go.
oh my god!
Oh, that's funny. Look,
How about that? How
There's
about
a
that?
few. There's a few more, Travis. Now that
How
you
about
called
that
me
view
out,
behind me?
that's pretty cool, man.
That is pretty
If you
cool.
don't take SmallmouthCrush to that Ferris wheel, that's going to be disappointing.
All right, I'll work on it.
No, dude, you got to commit to it.
All right.
Come on, I want to see a video of you and him on that Ferris wheel, and you better post it on Instagram, or at least send it to me privately. One of the two is acceptable. Would he be scared to go on it? Do you think he would go, knowing him?
Yeah.
He would on the that's big though.
By the way,
has he been on any rides though? Like any other rides?
Yeah.
Okay,
Have you guys seen that video where there's people on the beach? It was going around, and there was a hammerhead shark.
No, I didn't
up
see it.
thrashing on the beach. Nobody saw that?
Like
No.
in the shallow water, or was
Yes,
actually?
yes.
I did not see that. No.
Oh my
I did not see that. Henry Frisk said no. Pro golfers don't pay. How about that? That's a pretty big sport, though. A lot of sponsors, and maybe it just boils down to bass fishing isn't what it used to be in terms of the money coming in from sponsors. I mean, back in the day, you had Walmart, and it's amazing. It's changed in my lifetime for sure. Remember all the sponsors that used to be like fringe sponsors? Like there was a Kellogg's boat in the FLW, like Pennzoil, Kellogg's. What were the other boats, man? M&M boat.
Some Chevrolet, I've seen that.
Chevrolet,
Evan Williams.
Yeah. It'd be cool to go back to old FLW tournament. I loved watching those, man. I thought they were super competitive, man. Oh, is this the video?
Get your
Yeah.
ass on the closer to the shore, you dumbass.
Are they coming down there with the bait?
Look at that thing, dude.
he's chasing
Holy moly!
I would not want to go swimming, dude.
Mm-mm.
That's a hammerhead, dude.
Oh, dude, what the heck?
Oh,
Holy
down
shit!
there, to the shore.
What in the hell?
I know.
Dude, ain't that crazy?
He's chasing.
Yeah,
He's chasing
oh, yeah.
the bait.
Oh yeah.
Look, Rena's getting it on video.
Dude, that's
oh my! Look at how
crazy.
big.
Look at the
Holy
power of that
crap.
beast, man. That's nuts,
That's where we
man.
hung out.
He's got that
Awesome.
stingray right in front of him. Nope, you got it there. Stingray's coming to land. Look.
Yeah,
look.
Stingray hauled ass to land. They're smart.
Oh, he's trying to eat a stingray.
I don't know.
Where
That's
was
crazy.
that? Somewhere in Florida, maybe, because the beach is white. The sand was white.
Yeah.
Hella Bass said, I'd throw my Vixen in there. Can you imagine a topwater bite on a shark?
No,
That would be
dude.
unbelievable. Dang, that's crazy, bro. Gulf Shores. Somebody said Gulf Shores. That's Florida, I guess, right?
I don't know.
Doug. Oh, Texas. Texas. That's crazy.
Anyways,
man.
that's pretty freaky.
That is.
That is freaky, man. Dude, get the White Claw on the wrap, somebody said, man, on the Camus.
I've been off the White Claw lately, man.
Have you?
I haven't been drinking much, dude.
What'd you drink tonight? I saw
Just
you had a beer.
A couple of those Angry Orchards.
Is that why you got angry? You think they make them from angry apples, like a haunted orchard?
Maybe. No.
Did you watch Sleepy Hollow with Johnny Depp?
No.
You might like that, bro.
You think so?
I think you would like
How
it.
old is it?
Alex, when did Sleepy Hollow come out? It's been at least 10 years, maybe more.
I've
And
never
did
even heard
we
of
find
that,
out how
so-
many anglers fished on Ontario last year?
It was
Dude, it's
184.
Yeah.
So about 41 to spare, right?
All right. I'm going to be fishing the open.
Are you really?
I'm sure they'll let me in.
I was interested. I think we kind of glazed over, but you said they use a scare tactic. What do you? Are they just trying to
In
not
the
put up
past,
such a
Like
giant?
So in the
like
past,
you can't get in.
I'm going to give you a good one. I'm going to give you a real good scare tactic. In 2010, I didn't sign up for all 3 opens. I signed up for the first one, which was Champlain. Ended up doing fairly well in that event. So I called Bass and said, I'm ready to sign up for the Detroit River event. And they're like, we'll put you on a list. And I waited, and I didn't know until 2 weeks before that I was going to be given the opportunity to fish. And I fished a few opens on Champlain. After that, same deal. If you pick and choose, they kind of say there's no room or put you on the list. But they've always called me, but it was always like, in my mind, I like to know a month or 2 out, and it was always weeks before. So that could have something to do with it, you know.
Makes sense. I guess too, they gotta wait till people drop out too.
They want people to sign up. Yes. Yeah.
Hey, so JP's not going to bed. He's now watching the show.
JP, go to bed, bud.
Well, 9:30, between 9:30 and 10. Maybe he has to relax a little bit. He likes to watch the
We're
show.
an hour and 35 deep here. We still got a heck of a crowd.
Doesn't it seem to? I feel like it's been
a long time.
Yeah, like this has gone slow. Like an hour and a half. It seems like 2.5. And it's only been 90 minutes, bro. What's up with that?
You came at me a little hard tonight.
Dude, you come hard.
I didn't come hard.
You came hard at the industry. I don't get it. It's like you say you don't follow pro bass fishing, and you got a lot to say about pro bass fishing. That's
Not
confusing.
Really. I don't have a lot to say. I don't.
You were condemning the whole system and people that switch, and I'm like, just approach it with a little understanding, bro. And then, I mean, for me, it's like, I know you got guys who've done it that you interview on the podcast, and yet you say you wouldn't bring them on, but you did. So you got to be careful, bro. You just got to be careful.
Okay.
I'm just saying, man. But I get your point. I really do.
I would think you would agree with my point.
I get your point. I'm still here on your show, right? I didn't leave for a paid gig at Bateman TV, did I?
What are you saying?
Right?
Bateman TV wants to pay you?
I'm saying I've had offers, bro.
You never told me this.
It doesn't matter because why am I here?
I don't get any offers. Where's my offers?
Because you're running your own show, bro.
Where's my offer?
You're running your own show. You get paid to do this.
Oh, really? Yeah, it seems that way.
No, remember, this is the part of the brand that you are able to leverage so that you can do collaborations with bait companies. You could get some, right? I mean, you get all the things that you've been enjoying for years, right? I mean, I don't want to like expose your sponsorship deals. If you want to talk about them, you can, but this is part of why you get those things, right? This is good branding, right? It's good for.
Well, I appreciate your loyalty, Eric. I didn't know you were.
You didn't know I was a loyal guy.
Well,
I've worked at the same company for 19 years.
You owned the same company for 19
Negative. I had to earn into that company.
Okay.
I had to earn into that company. Yeah. Uh-huh. And every place I've ever worked, I really felt like I could work there for my entire career.
Yeah. Bateman TV, they're not going to let you sling boxes. They're not going to let you sling spinner baits. They're not going to let you hold up a June bug crankbait.
Oh, yeah, they would.
You know what I mean?
I think I could write my own ticket. In fact, I might be collabing with them.
Oh, my God. So what? So now this was a tease to be like, hey.
Don't test me.
Oh, geez.
Don't get my back up, bro.
I'd watch that, Eric. I think that'd be pretty cool.
What's that?
You and the Bateman going.
Well, I've been on Bateman's show, dude. We get off, man. When I get on a bait show, I get off, man. I love it. You know, Travis. I mean, Travis has let me like flex the bait stuff when he knows I'm happy when I'm talking baits.
Yeah, we're gonna.
I love talking bait.
We're gonna have Tackle Talk Wednesdays. Don't worry, bro.
I mean, like you're like this Missouri soft vibe. Who knew that they made a soft vibe? Yeah, it's bendable. It's solid. This is the hardest stumping soft vibe, and I painted that with a little bit of my magic dust, bro. That was a clear bait, by the way. That's a pretty good job, man. Those little gill marks. That's me. That's right. The shad dot was there, though. I can't take credit for that. Anyway, yeah. I mean, shit, where do we go from here? I mean, I can hold up stuff all day long I've been working on. I got stuff, man. I got stuff I want to test with Travis. I got new things. Like, I tied a little skirt on this like shaky head worm. Dude, look at that, dude. I mean,
Nice.
I got things, Travis. I need to get out with you, bro. Anyway, whatever. All
We'll get there.
all this stuff and nowhere to test it. I just need to move to a lake.
Oh, by the way, a highlight of last week, I actually only because Brooks messaged me, I see here. I stopped over at Cortland Line.
Hey, is my 5-pound test in yet?
It is in, yes. Yep.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Yep. Anyways, I was a guest on their first podcast ever. Legit little studio they got going on. Brooks was a great I guess
that's
host.
awesome.
Yeah, dude, we talked for about a good hour and a half. It didn't get too crazy. It went real smooth, real good setup. So I don't know when that's going to air, but they are coming out with their Cortland Line podcast with special guests. Might be a weekly thing every other week. I'm not sure how it's going to go, but they did a really great job, I thought, with myself on the first trial. So that should come out here this fall. So look forward to that. If you guys are not using Cortland Line, especially their braid, you really need to give it a try, and you need to follow them on Instagram and check out. Brooks just messaged me. He goes, Eric didn't get his 5-pound braid. Oops, I guess I never mentioned it to him. Tell him the story, Eric. Tell him the story.
Brooksy, so if you're watching, man, I felt like Travis had extra 5-pound for some reason. I got all the high poundages, and the thing that I really wanted to try,
you wanted blue, first of all. So here's what happened. I was able to put a small amount of order in for Cortland Line in the spring, and Eric wanted some line as well. And I thought, because Eric's a co-host and I want to treat him well, I'm going to give him a small, even though I need a lot of that line to get me through the season. I decided I can take a little bit of that order and give some to Eric. And so I put together, and Eric wanted blue. Is that correct?
Yes, or I would have taken any color that was visible.
So he wanted blue. So I had in my list of, 65, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Well, no, I wanted green and 65. I would never throw blue 65. I don't need to see my frog line above the water. I watch the explosion.
Anyway,
I just want people to know I wasn't looking for 65-pound blue. All my heavy pounders were green.
So listen, so I put all the Cortland Line in a little box that was for Eric, and I put it in my garage floor. And the next time I saw Eric, which was probably in June when we fished the Ike tournament, I said, here, Eric, here's your Cortland Line. Enjoy. Never thought twice. We're good. And then Eric one day approaches me. He goes, hey, thought I ordered some 5-pound braid.
And 8.
And I go, yeah, I didn't see it in there. They didn't ship me everything either at once. So if I get some, you'll. So anyway, so now every time Eric comes fishing with me, he asks for 5-pound braid. And last time you're up in New York, I gave you my. So here's what happened. So Cortland sent me a big ass spool of green 5-pound braid recently. Remember?
Right.
I had a big spool of green. I'm like, well, here, Eric, take this green.
It kind of defeats the purpose, because I need to be able to see the 5, like when I'm casting.
Now, you would have been fine. I said, take this 5.
No.
It was like 2,500 yards of 5 pounds.
You cannot see that 5, bro. It doesn't help you at all, man. You don't know. When you're dragging or drifting, you don't know where the fuck your line is. With green? Right. Oh, no, it's impossible. No. On the Great Lakes and cloudy cover, you have no idea where you are. None. Right. I don't know if I've crossed you, and I did, because I got that fucking green on,
Eric,
man.
By the way, that big spool of 5-pound braid that was sitting outside on the porch up in New York, what color was that?
Green.
Thank you. That's all I needed you to say.
But green.
Yeah, Brooks thinks he sent me high-vis yellow.
No, I wish he did, because I'd have been spooling that up. Lickety split. I don't care if Travis
He swears that it was high-vis yellow. And to this day,
Brooksy, it is dark green. It is dark green. And I love the braid. I've been very happy with it. It's got the right amount of stiffness and flexibility. The color fast is really good. I've used it on my frog rod. It was part of our top finish last week on the Albemarle Sound. Brooksy, so really happy with it, man. Stoked to try the high-vis yellow in smallmouth situations, because I'm a believer now.
So I'm getting drilled here. He goes, Epic Eric. Well, this was earlier. Epic Eric is now Eric the dad tonight. And then he goes, Eric didn't get his 5-pound braid, ? Thought you gave him all the moss. I go, then he goes, WTF?
No.
Then he goes, it was yellow. Then he goes, you guys drink too much. So I don't know where we're
Yeah, I thought I might try that copper too, because I got the bronze. In the heavier versions. I wanted to try something different than the green. So anyway, it's pretty cool, man.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Now
Brooksy.
I got
Thank
JP
you.
messaging me on his second cell phone. I sometimes don't know it's him, so I don't respond. I don't know, man.
Is that the weeks he doesn't come on? Is when he texts you on the second cell phone asking for the link?
So I don't have a second phone number saved, and I find it extremely annoying when a guy has two phones. Either stick with one phone to message me and communicate. Don't randomly send me a message. Like he'll send me a message about meeting somewhere on one number, and then he'll follow up the conversation with another phone number. You know what I mean? I'm like,
yeah, he's texting you from different numbers, right? The work phone, the personal phone. Yeah. He did that to me tonight too, because I'm like, who the hell is that?
Yeah, not cool, buddy. Not cool.
No, but you got to look at the beginning because it's like, hey, this is JP. This is my work number.
Yeah, I have no clue.
All right. Funny. Good stuff, man.
Anyways.
What? Yeah, Hellabass says you can add that new number. Oh, Hellabass, just to be clear, this is the first day that he's texted me from his work number. So it's not like I didn't add the number to JP's contact information, by the way. Yeah, I know how to do that. So Travis, and I know Travis does too.
We do.
Exactly.
We choose not to.
Oh, no, I will, because I can't stand having a funky number come up. Why? Why? Just be coming up with JP once I do that. In fact, I'll do that right now for you, Hellabass.
JP's still up right now, by the way.
What's he doing, man?
Go to bed, dude. You got to work tomorrow, man. You got to lay pipe or whatever you do.
Elaine.
Well pipe.
Add to existing contact. Let's see. John Paul, because I know another JP. So he's John Paul in my phone. There he is.
Bingo.
Okay.
Hey, AI, do you want to plug Bass U real quick and tell him all the I know Jamie Juice Newton was just trying to do a little bit of plug-in, so why don't you go ahead? Do it the right way.
For sure. So tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern, Rich is going to have Spencer Sheffield on. We talked about it earlier. He won the Tackle Warehouse Pro Circuit title on St. Lawrence River this past weekend. That should be a good show. And then, guys, it's a good time to sign up, too. They got the Bass Fishing Extravaganza going on right now. You can go over to bassu.tv/bass. Check that out. Get signed up. There's over 1,000 seminars on there now. It's easily the best repository of bass fishing information. It's in-depth, very specific stuff from the best anglers in the world, all to help you become a better angler. And that is this evening's Bass University commercial. And now back to regularly scheduled programming.
That's pretty professional.
So 2 years ago,
nice.
2 years ago, 2 days ago, Universe, BTC calls me up.
Okay.
And I'm watching my Westworld show here on the other side of the building, here on the balcony on the other side.
How do you like it?
I like it. It's a good show. So I'm getting into it. And so it's rare for me to want to take a phone call while I'm trying to watch a show. And it's like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. But it's BTC, and I let it go about 4 rings. And I'm like, all right, let's see what he wants, right? So I hit pause.
I'm really curious.
So here's his first thing. Yo, those videos you sent me? Yeah, I got like 5 guys around me right now. We've been drinking, but can you tell us a little bit more about that theory? And so
thank God you're not sending them to me.
So I start talking. Dead silence. And BTC's like, dude, these guys haven't shut up all night. I went 20 minutes deep into it. And he's like, dude, these guys have not been quiet all night. This is weird. I go, yeah, isn't it? Everything I told you, how things are changing, what's going on in this world. I said, this is messed up. And it
pretty convincing when you're drunk and high.
Well, I don't know.
You're drunk, high, tired, and hungry. You need something
I
to
guess.
fill the fog.
Anyways, I just thought that was
Yeah.
it was funny. So
It is.
and he wants to come back. He wants to do a show.
Oh, good, man. We
Yeah.
haven't seen him in a long
I
time,
know
bro.
it's been a long time.
I
Busy
know.
guy.
Yeah.
Very, 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 very busy.
So we'll do that. I don't even want to think about it, but of course Halloween is somewhat coming up. I did see I seen a Halloween aisle at the Walgreens today, so it's time to stop fighting it and accept it.
What's that?
Flannels, wool socks, boots, hats, leaves changing color, cold weather.
Oh, you mean it's fall's coming?
Yeah.
I got you. Nice.
Not really.
Nice.
All right, guys. I
Oh.
can't believe we still have this many viewers
Yeah,
watching.
good crowd tonight. Good crowd.
Banter around. We do appreciate the support. Next week's going to be the VIP members only, and it'll be Monday at 8 p.m. just like always. I'm going to actually be, I'll be able to give you a quick recap of the tournament Saturday. Then Sunday I have a guide trip, Monday a guide trip, Tuesday a guide trip, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then I come home.
What's your derby this Saturday?
It's the Cash and Rods.
Oh, you know, who are you fishing with? Maybe solo or Will or
solo. If I can get a hold of Will, I might ask him. Otherwise, I'm going to go solo. And listen, I know I have a lot of offers. I know people want to fish with me, but I gotta keep some of that stuff close to. You know what I mean? I can't. I can't fish with just random people.
that makes
So
sense.
I like to keep my team close, and
That makes
that's
sense.
that's how we do things. So I never understood the guy that jumps around with, you know, eight or nine different tournament partners, and that just wouldn't work. So
Yeah. Kind of like being a co-angler on the opens. You get to learn a lot.
yeah,
But I get it.
Yeah.
The guy who's got something to lose, you know, unless you trust the guy you're bringing on the back of your boat, right? And that might speak as much about the guy who's on the back as on the front. Think
there
about
you
it.
go.
I get to be on a lot of backs of people's boats. Maybe they trust me not to open my mouth.
I fish with you, bro.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. You trust me. I get it.
Yeah.
I fish with Jack. He trusts me. He knows I'm not giving up the ghost.
Mhm.
And it's a two-way street, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
I just don't need any. Yeah.
I still want to tie a knot with this live one night.
Oh, you got that thing. Well,
Oh, I've had it. It's in the box. It's the F that knot. It's the old
You,
F tool.
have you used it yet?
No, it's in the box. I never brought it out. I want to try to read the
Do you want to
instructions
practice before you go live with it, or do you just want to go live with it?
I think it would be pretty interesting if I could
Yeah,
just go live
Do
with
it on the
and-
air.
because the instructions are in Japanese.
If you can remind me
Right.
on
Did you hear that? The instructions are in Japanese.
Eric, if you can
So-
remind me.
I would have to rely on the diagram, and I gotta tell you, I still don't have a clue.
Eric, I'm sorry, Alex. Do we want to have a live show on
I actually have to-
5th, which is Labor Day?
Open, shut, open, shut. Okay.
I'll be around for that if you want. I mean,
And then all you do is you just,
should we
you
go?
just-
Should we go? Our next regular scheduled live will be September 12th.
you just make it like this in the middle. It should be pretty easy. I think I got to watch a video at least. I
No,
won't
no,
take
the
it out of
5th
the
or
box.
12th.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we did one on Memorial Day. I don't remember what the viewership was like, but
Let's
people
go.
can always watch it
So
the next day.
I'm going to
too.
do my VIP next week, guys. We're going to take off for Labor Day.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Makes sense.
And then we'll be back on September 12th, and we're going to have Eric, no cheating. You're going to attempt to tie that knot on that on
I
that
can
show.
already, if I don't watch the video, I can already tell you the instructions. I'm going to repeat it. Are in Japanese. I have no shot.
Okay. We'll get good at it.
That's what we got
Then-
the comments for. They'll help you.
You
They'll
can
help
do
you
it.
along.
I'll have to watch a video on it in English on how to use the tool
There you go.
and then try to do it.
But
I
don't
won't.
take it out of the packet.
No, I will not practice with it, but at least I have to watch a video to have a
Yeah.
fighting chance.
Fair enough.
To see how it turns out. I'm still not using that knot, but it's going to be funny. I'm going to take that out on a boat. Hey, Mr. Eric, can I use your knot assist tool? Sure, Maddie Robertson. Here you go, pal. But could you put your pants on before you touch my tool?
You guys,
Trash, you hear what I just said?
I heard
I said,
it's funny.
Maddie Robertson. No, Alex is crying, laughing. Could you please put your pants on before you touch my tool? That's pretty funny. Let me repeat it one more time, Travis, see if you got the joke. Hey, Maddie. Hey, Eric, can I use your knot assist tool? Maddie, yes, but please put your pants on before you touch my tool. You're not laughing, bro. You got a weird sense of humor, bro. Why is it you crack up hard at your jokes and nobody's laughing, but it's like,
I don't know, man.
I don't get it, man.
I thought it was funny.
But you didn't laugh. Why?
Inside, I laughed.
You're laughing inside. Okay.
You guys got 7 minutes. I want to share a quick video. It will be up on my YouTube channel soon, but it involves fizzing, and I think it's important. And I just want to kind of give everybody a quick preview of this video that's watching now as a bonus. Fair enough?
Let's do it.
And if you could, please watch it when I do put it on my normal YouTube channel, because it does help. The more views, the more success the video gets and gets shared. So this one, we're going to talk about fizzing, which I think is really important. So let me share that with you guys right now. Uh-oh. That's a stud. That's a big fish, guys. I made this video today,
Lakes Finesse drop minnow.
Or yesterday.
This color is called Crush, and I put that Procure Smallmouth Magic scent, which is a special blend designed by me. Heck, I even designed this bait. Isn't it crazy that I can catch monsters on this set? Like, it's a pretty cool feeling. Whoa. We're going to talk about fizzing, because I think it's important to properly fizz these fish. So I'm going to walk you through how I fizz. It's all coming up.
That was a big beast there, Eric.
How big was it?
Pretty big.
The one you're fighting right now, they can hear it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get them in the boat. It's a little hard.
Using that St. Croix Legend Extreme Medium Light 610, 5-pound Cortland Master Braid, which is the best braid on the market by far. Dealing with these fish, drop shotting, finesse fishing. He's going to be a while. Let's see if I can get this camera ready as well. It's hard doing both. It's hard doing everything here. Keep the line tight. How's the camera system working here? I don't know.
You struggle with that handheld too?
I do.
I had the old one down. And
right.
Then you had to switch, and I got confused. Taking still shots. Damn it.
I got all the ones working.
Okay, that's good.
This is a heavy one.
How deep did he come out of?
25.
Okay. And what's
That's
the depth
probably
you like
6
to fizz at?
If they're on their side,
6
it could be
pounder.
14 feet or.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
And
that.
so here's the deal. I
Started
fought
with
him
the
for a
deep
long
thing.
time.
Yeah.
And his swim bladder. Oh, he's got a tag in him too.
Oh, what?
Cool. So he's definitely gonna need some fizzing. So I'm gonna put him in the live well here and show you how we do that. Crazy day. So we caught a lot of fish. I've been rotating between the drop minnow and this guy here, the Gajo black, straight black spirit shad. The drop minnow I just caught him on was called Crush. Is the color. When you end up catching these fish deep, they need to be properly fizzed. If you're going to let them go immediately, they should be okay. But if you're literally going to take a picture and weigh him, That's too long. He's just going to sit there and flop on the surface a lot of times, and he's going to die. The seagulls are going to eat him. And so whether you fish tournaments or you're just fun fishing deep, you need to learn how to fizz. And my recommendations is I use the needles produced and made by Barb Elliott. And I'm going to put a link in the description below about those needles and how you can get them. They're perfect. I have a bunch of them. They come with instructions, and it's super easy. So let's go fizz this fish. Just get a weight on this guy too. Nice, 6'4", not bad. Okay, you can see when I open this up, he's on his side, and he's gonna need some help. All right, so here's how we do it. About the fourth fin, right in here is where that
crazy.
What we need to do. So we're gonna put this needle.
Sit
Right
still,
about
buddy.
there. And poke it straight in. Okay. Now we're gonna put them in the water. You can see the air come out of them.
Crazy.
And you just keep him in there until the bubbles slow down, and he'll swim upright.
That's so nuts. That's so cool.
Now he's good. He's happy. So that fish was tagged too. I actually wrote down the numbers. I'm going to give him a call. And if I get the information back before the time this video's out, I'll let you guys know the history of that beast. All right, he's doing good. He's going to be able to go back. So let me share with you here. I have a little kit that says Fizz Kit, right? And if you open it up, there's actually instructions. So there's actually instructions on how to do it. I laminated mine.
Of course you would. That's actually smart.
And like I said, I'll put the link in the description. But here they are. Real simple to use. Might want to get a few. They will go dull on you for sure. And I can't stress it enough. That was a tag fish. If I would have taken the time to write down the information, to take a picture, to weigh that fish, it's not going back down. It will not. You may think it does, and it's going to hover, and it might be windy, and you're going to blow off your spot. That fish doesn't come up to the surface. So you have to fizz them. It's almost probably going to be mandatory at some point here in tournaments where, at least this is a rumor, where if your fish are on the side, they're going to count as a dead fish. Because it does take a lot of time for the volunteers to fizz those fish and make sure they're healthy. It's just something you have to start doing out here to help protect this fishery. Okay, let's get this beast back in the water, and maybe we'll catch her another day.
That tag looks like it did more damage to that fish than.
Oh my gosh! Yeah,
Look
that's
at
not
that
looking pretty.
Sore on it, dude.
It's not looking good.
And away she goes. Yeah, I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And again, you can find those fizz needles. I should have a description below. Also, if you're out here fishing deep, do yourself a favor. You need the Great Lakes Finesse drop minnow.
That you do.
I just caught that one on the crushed shad color. They're really finessey baits that have really caught a lot of fish for me. I also use the Gaggio Spirit Shad quite a bit. Like today, we were catching a bunch on the black color, and it's a great bait. And then of course, I got unopened, but SmallmouthCrush Magic. I'll either marinate the baits, or like for instance, I'll take this Gaggio here, and I'm just gonna squirt a little bit on it and then rub it around, and just give that plastic some actual real scent that these fish are gonna. It's not every day you can just go out there, find a fish, drop on them, and they bite. Sometimes they're very, very finicky, and you have to let that bait sit there. And I gotta believe, listen, there's a lot of talk right now about scents. I'm telling you, this stuff's tried and true. This stuff works. It's gonna help you get more bites. And as always, until next time, we'll see you guys on the water.
There you go. A little public service announcement.
Good one, man.
That's what I thought.
Another good video.
I actually uploaded it yesterday, and I realized at the same time a podcast went up. I'm like, well, that's going to give YouTube kind of a weird algorithm. They're going to debate what to do. So I just pulled it down, and now I'm going to have to re-upload it to fake the system out thinking it's a brand new video. Otherwise, that ain't going to go too far with YouTube. But that's how that goes. All right, Eric. Well, it looks like you're doing your text messaging, and
I'm sorry, man. I got involved. You know, I don't fish.
hear you.
I don't fish many smallmouth. Hey, I got a question because there was a little bit of there was a insert in the needle, and you didn't address that tonight. So
yeah, I
did you
should have.
figure-
So
did
I
you
guess she
figure
calls
out-
that her. I think she calls that a reamer. And,
Right,
and-
so
and what you want to do is put it in the needle to clean the needle out.
Right, because when you punch it, you've taken some flesh in the reamer, maybe, or in the
And
needle,
bubbles, yeah.
and then you basically ream it out
Yeah.
before you put it back in your
With-
kit.
Well, no, you keep the reamer in on the puncture and you pull that out in the water to let
So the reamer stays in,
Yep.
so the flesh doesn't enter the needle,
correct.
and then you pull it out. So I think you got to kind of talk about that because that got you the last time you had to fizz, right?
Yeah. So what happened was, there was some stuff in it. If you use needles without that reamer, you just have to make sure that it's a little bit harder. Like you could do it perfectly, and if there's something stuck, and that needle hole is very small. If there's something stuck, there's gonna be no bubbles.
Well, it'd be
And you're
flesh.
Yeah.
I mean, what's stuck in there is the flesh, the meat of the fish.
Scale, meat, flesh, all that.
Yeah, whatever, right? So yeah, okay, I got you. So that's
Gotta get that clean.
you keep it in as you puncture the fish, pull it out so flesh or scale or whatever doesn't get
And
in
it's
there.
all on a string, so it's not, you're not going to lose it and all that.
You
Barb
won't lose your
Elliott,
reamer. Okay.
you can find her on Facebook. You'll have to message her. It's not like she has a website, at least I don't think. But you just have to say, hey, I'd like to get my hands on. It's very like I think she probably doesn't even make hardly anything on it. You know, it's like 2 needles for $10 or something. You know.
So she's doing like more as a public service.
Sure. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Very cool.
Well, there you
Good
go,
PFA,
guys.
man. Excellent, man. 2 good videos tonight, bro.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, and very solid engagement tonight from you, even though you're on vacation.
And I apologize if I made anybody upset with my viewpoints or comments this evening.
I don't know. It was a great discussion. I think people enjoyed it, and I think it's always it's 2 sides and two ways to look at it. We agree, absolutely. I hear your point and I understand, and that's who I am as a person. But I get it on the other side. I really do, man. And especially if you take the time to try to understand, seek first to understand and be understood. That's all I'm going to leave you with tonight. Is a thought.
I might be spelling her name wrong, guys, but I'm going to put it in the.
MJ says it's Barb Elliott too. He's got it just the way you got it.
Okay.
I think you nailed it. And
Perfect.
Waves Curtain Nice said Barb Elliott.
There
You got it, man.
Good stuff.
Nice.
Thanks
All
for
right,
tuning in tonight, everyone.
Yeah, man. The stream
Great-
fizzled out a
great
little
show.
bit. We had over 200 people for a long time. We fizzed them out. And then now everybody's doing their texts, including Travis. All right. So until next time,
Travis
we'll
Myers,
see you all.
Travis Myers,
I'm
who we've
messing
had
with
on
you.
the show, who watches
I'm
us,
messing
he's
with you.
messaging me about Cortland right now. He goes, I've used Power Pro for a long time. I want to know what your thoughts are. I'm going straight to the source, so I want to take a little bit of time to get back to answer this.
I think that's
And that was on August 20th, so I do apologize. I missed that. So, guys, listen.
so it
Sometimes-
wasn't urgent. It wasn't urgent and important.
Well, he sent me
Well-
another message that
Right.
showed up that made me realize I did not respond. So here's the deal, guys. Also, I try to respond to everybody. I really do, but I will miss some. I will be on the beach somewhere like today, about ready to take a dip, see a message, and be like, "Oh, well, I'll get a hold of it."
You mean a dip or a dip in
No.
the water?
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Hammerheads. And so,
Swimming with the hammerheads. Is there
Yeah,
a way
and-
to like infuse you into the video, like that guy that
yeah,
Kane
maybe,
Simpson
maybe.
fishing had the best bass fishing videos ever. Have you seen those? AI,
I
look up Kane Simpson on.
believe I know what
Oh
you're
my
talking about.
god, yeah, and ask, yeah. Anyway, they're
Uh-huh.
funny. Travis, if we could put your body in there, swim with that shark, or drop shot in that shark, that'd be pretty funny. I
Yes.
wish you could do it. I wish we knew somebody with really mad editing skills, like a
Well-
still of Travis drop shotting in the hammerhead.
Samadas
good.
could do it.
It's Samadas. We have your next project.
He was on earlier,
Those were pretty hilarious. The ones,
but
he
in an
did.
actual video.
Well, video would be great, but even a still one would be pretty freaking funny.
All right.
I don't know. All right, man. Good
All
stuff,
right, guys.
Travis.
Hey, thanks for hanging out with us. Still a huge amount of people watching. We will be back for VIP, and then we're going to take a break, and then we'll be back. What is that? No, September 12th, somewhere around there, that second Monday. And we'll watch Eric tie that knot, and we'll have a bunch of other great information to talk about, I'm sure. As always, until next time, we'll see you guys on the water.
The water.
See you guys.